waiting for a new opportunity.
Yeah, well, look, we've got a lot to talk about. It's been your name in the news quite a bit over the last couple of days. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like bad news because I canceled the biggest fight. But it wasn't on purpose, yeah, so...
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of news articles have come out, and even one today that you rubbished on your Instagram. There was a news article saying that you didn't feel bad about this situation with Tyson Fury.
That's nonsense, yeah, that's not okay, yeah. Because I'm telling you, it was a punch. I threw a punch. I know I feel the punch, but how he was pulling my head forward, maybe it goes to the elbow. So it wasn't, I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose, and...
Yeah. Well, look, let's storyline. Yeah. Let's try and storyline the last couple of weeks or the last few weeks. When did you first enter Camp Fury?
I was 2 weeks there.
Okay, and how many rounds had you done up to the point of the cut?
We did like 3-4 times, 3-4 rounds, something like that. He was changing all the time the partners, sparring partners.
Yeah, what were your instructions in the spar? Was you told to mimic Alexander Usyk, or was you told something else?
I was asking Mr. Sugar, what kind of sparring should I do? So he said, just do free, however you feel. So I was really trying to move a lot like Usyk, avoiding punches, hitting the body. And I do also professional wrestling and that, so I was also good in wrestle with him. So I think it was everything good. He was really good. I can't say he was not in shape or something, what people are writing.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been a lot of speculation about how Fury's been in the camp. Just in terms of the actual spar, the one where Tyson got cut, how many rounds were you up to? How long had he been sparring? Had he been sparring other people before? Like, tell me about this actual spar with Tyson.
Yeah, it was on Thursday. We did on Thursday a late evening sparring. So the Friday, it was supposed to be also at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. We had a breakfast at 11 o'clock and something like 11, 11:20, 11:30. They say, hey, we're going to spar at 12 o'clock. So that was a short notice, you know. It was, everybody were like still struggling from day before, and 2 days before we had also conditional training with him. So we did all stuff what he do. So we were really trying to motivate him to do like exactly what he's doing, even better, you know, just to wake him up, yeah, to that he's motivated and focused. So we did a lot of sparring, and Thursday was a hard sparring, and Friday it was too early for us, to be honest. It was a short notice, so I had a breakfast. I didn't feel also so good for sparring. I was also I tired from the day before. And the Thomas Cartney started the first 3 rounds, and then I was the next one. So we did good rounds. The first round was very good. I moved a lot, I wrestled with him. Maybe what I said. He did some tricks. He likes to speak, you know, you little sausage, let's go, come on. It makes him, I don't know, he's the type like that. So we had some stuff like that in the sparring, speaking like that, and in the third round it happened, the cut. But before that it was interesting sparring. It was very good sparring.
Those are the words of Mr. Argon Smakici. And as you heard him say, well, a lot of things that he cleared up. You know, he felt the punch. You know, I know that I didn't do it purposely. If I did hit him with a elbow, I know I hit him with the punch first, based on the fact that Tyson, the Bear Gypsy King, grabbed him near, and that pretty much what happened. So you know whose fault that is, right? When you're throwing a punch and you're in a spar, you're throwing a punch at a certain velocity. It you know, especially the way he threw it, you're not in control of that total action in that equation. If somebody's punching at you and you grab them forward, then you catch a part of the elbow, and the elbow is what opened that cut. That's on you. not the other fighter. He's just doing what he's supposed to do, which, like he said, Javen Sugar Hill told him, oh, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But understand, this guy is also a UFC guy, an MMA guy too. So he knows how to wrestle. He knows how to grapple. So he's a little better. And I think he's probably a little better than Alexander Usyk maybe. Because Usyk's not a wrestler or a grappler. He's there to box. He ain't there to hug. So, Argon is like, hey, I don't feel bad about it. It ain't purposely. I'd like to go back. You know what I mean? I hope they bring me back. But, it wasn't that. That wasn't the case. And Tyson Fury was not in bad shape. Here's the difference. I think what people misconstrued with Tyson Fury is simply the fact that he's going to have those fat-ass ham hock love handles. He's going to have that booty back. He's going to have that. Period. He's going to have exactly that. Okay? He's going to have that shit. And I think when people see that, they like, ugh, because that's what you saw. You saw that wiggle, moving around like Jello. You saw that. And it's like, hey, all in all, people, Tyson Fury brought that on himself. I'm glad that he's there to clear his name, because that's basically what he did. Because Argon obviously is a guy that he's asking to go back to that camp after people have been probably trolling him, talking shit about him, all those Tyson Fury guys and fans and fanatics or whatever you want to call them fanboys. They're talking at this man like he has committed a crime. Okay? And for him to want to go back to that tells me one thing. That tells me he wanted those extra dollars. So when they start back, he wants to get paid. He's doing that Michael Hunter shit. What do I mean by that? Michael Hunter, a lot of these fighters that are not active, they got to make money somewhere that's their hustle. So they don't want to piss off a camp. They don't want to piss off a camp, because if they don't get called back, they're not getting that $3,000-$4,000 a week or whatever they're getting. I remember when sparring partners used to get $400 a week, on a slower end and a long time ago. So imagine what they make now. He doesn't want to mess that money up. That's why he's saying like, hey, I liked it. I liked the camp. I want to come back. I wish I had that opportunity to do so. So I think that's really the part of this video that one of the purposes he came on to a big platform like IFL TV, because he wants to show people like, look, that would deliver it. I ain't mean to do the shit. He grabbed me. But what people need to understand, and we need to get out in the open, the only reason you should grab a fighter is when you're hurt. Okay? Unnecessary grabs, they do you no good. You know what I mean? That's pretty much malicious, because either you're unsure of what to do and you don't have total control of yourself or your fighter, so you grab by default. And when you do that shit, you're showing people that either you're doing it for a reason, you're grabbing because I don't want this person to hit me, or you're grabbing that person to hit that person while you grab them, because that's the only way you can keep that fighter stationary. Okay? So there's only so many reasons to grab, or you're hurt. And when you hurt, you instinctively, and it's good to grab, it has its place. But how Tyson was doing that shit, no, that's the wrong game plan. It's a dirty ass game plan. Let me grab and uppercut him. That's karma, baby. Like I told you guys, it's karma, because there's no reason he could have and should have been doing what he was doing. That's why he got cut. If it was an elbow that, because he landed a punch first. I think it was a punch. I just don't know though, because the angle was piss poor. And we all know that. The angle was piss poor. So there you go. But when you land a punch. And I believe there's no reason for this man to lie. But I know there is a reason for him to get back in that camp because of the dollar bills, y'all. So that could be the case. You guys tell me what you think of Argon Smakici clearing his name, saying what is what, telling you what it is. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.